I'm here in Washington, D.C., attending the annual general meetings of the International Monetary Fund and World Bank, where over 190 countries are represented at the highest level by their finance ministers, central bank governors, economists, stakeholders, and those who run economies of those countries. Representing Sri Lanka at the highest level, we have Central Bank Governor Dr. Nandalal Weerasinghe, who is attending these meetings to hold bilateral meetings, to talk to finance ministers and discuss Sri Lanka's future. While the IMF commended Sri Lanka for the reforms that Sri Lanka has made, there are also concerns about how we're going to manage corruption, SOE reforms, and also questions about revenue-making mechanisms for the long term.
After agreement for the completion of the fifth review that was done, then review will be taken to the board in December, subject to certain structural benchmarks. Important one is to submit the budget and get the budget passed for 2026 in the parliament after the read. In addition, there are other important reforms like SOE reforms, cost recovery pricing, and have a simple pricing mechanism to determine the cost recovery, and also socially fiscal based, revenue based fiscal consolidation. That is the bottom line of the program. We have to complete 8 reviews. We are hoping to do it in completion somewhere in the middle of 27. Going forward, even beyond the program period, you continue to implement the necessary reform in terms of doing business, more labor force participation by women, and also other important reforms in the addressing corruption vulnerabilities and making ESPC a place to attract foreign direct investment, continues to generate current account balances, surpluses, and build reserves to a much more comfortable level and maintain low and stable inflation. It's important for us to maintain sovereign debt sustainability beyond 2028 for us to be able to service all the foreign debt obligations for a medium to long term period.
Many feel that these tax reforms either hit the hardest, the most vulnerable, and there are still big corporates that need to come under the tax.
So what I can see going forward, my understanding with the fiscal authorities is that I don't see any further increases in rates, but we need to broaden the tax base, get a lot of other people into the tax net so that we will have a much more fairer taxation system where poorer people share the lesser burden and richer people will share the fair share of the total tax collection. With the new technology and digitalization, government should be able to broaden the tax base and then bring down the rates at some point to bring down the burden on the low income people.
Any new deals or packages, agreements that you will work with finance ministers?
Now the restructuring, we still have to complete some of the agreements with some of the bilateral parts. So when we are here, we meet and discuss with them how we can expedite the implementation and completion of signing of this agreement so that we can fully complete the bilateral basis based on members by the end of this year.